to be working with each and every one of you on these very important topics. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Chris Poulos. I represent the 81st District, which is Southington. Proud to be on this committee. My dad was a vet and he served for 27 years. And I'm looking forward to our conversations and doing good work on behalf of our vets.
All the way around, Senator.
Yeah, let me see, I just make sure I turned everything down. Yep, I must have. Good afternoon. I'm Kathy Austin. I'm the state senator for the 19th district. I represent the towns of Marlborough, Hebron, Lebanon, Columbia, Sprague, Franklin, Norwich, Lisbon, Ledyard, and Montville. And I am a veteran. I am the only female veteran that I know of in the General Assembly. Thank you.
Just so you know, I love to let Senator Austin go because she has so many towns that she has to talk about. Sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Brian Lanou from the 45th House District. Just got elected to my third term. I represent 5 towns in Eastern Connecticut, including Griswold, Voluntown, Lisbon, Ledyard, and Preston. And I'm very excited to be a member of the Veterans Committee and the work that we're going to hopefully accomplish together this session and supporting some of the finest among us. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Charlie Ferraro. I represent West Haven, Orange, and Milford, and I'm always impressed that Senator Olson could say all her towns in the same amount of time it takes me to say my 3. But this is my 4th term on the Veterans Committee. I'm looking forward to working with the veterans proposals because in my town we have the Veterans Hospital as well as the famous Veterans Museum.
Good afternoon. Oh, sorry. Good afternoon. Mike DiGiovancarlo, represent the 74th district in Waterbury, which is the east end of Waterbury. I look forward to doing good work with all of you.
Representative Kurt Vale, the 52nd district. I represent Stafford, Summers, Union, and Woodstock. This is my 5th session here at the LOB and my 3rd as the ranking member of this committee. It's always been a pleasure. There's some former leadership in here. Representative Boer is a former chairman, Senator Ciccarella, former ranking member. Senator Ferraro was a ranking member of this committee, and I look forward to working with the the current leadership group and continue the good work moving forward.
I'm Jeff Gordon, Senator for the 35th District. I won't go through every single town, but 13 towns in Northeast Connecticut, proud to represent. I do have veterans in my family. My father was served in the Army for many years and proudly did so. And I look forward to working with you all on the committee and getting good things done. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Hubert Delaney. I'm the state representative from District 144 in Stamford. It's an honor to be here with you guys. I'm a currently serving U.S. Army Sergeant and military journalist. It's an honor to be here, and I am absolutely looking forward to doing the people's work and getting some stuff done for those who serve.
Afternoon. Happy to sit next to fellow Army reservist. Representative Delaney. I served 28 years Army Reserve, 3 years active, retired as a lieutenant colonel. Really happy to be on this committee for a 2nd term. I represent 62nd District, Granby, Barkhamsted, Heartland, and New Hartford. Looking forward to taking care of veterans and military.
Hello, everyone. Dorinda Boer, representative from West Haven. And as my good colleague, Representative Ferraro said, we have one of the largest Veterans Administration healthcare in our city and a lot of housing needs. We also have a great military veterans museum, if you've never been. And in addition to the former leadership that Representative Vale mentioned, I believe Representative Boyd and Senator Flexer also you could add to that list. So I think that's a real testament to wanting to serve on this committee. A lot of folks that have served previously want to stay on or come back to this committee because of the work that we do for our veterans. Thank you.
I'm Paul Ciccarella, Senator of the 34th District. I have East Haven, North Haven, Durham, North Branford, and Wallingford. And we actually have some students here from Wallingford. Excited to learn what happens in this building. And they're going to see a lot of the good work that we do to support our veterans in this committee. This is a great bipartisan committee. And I had a great time last session working with everyone to make sure we're advocating for our veterans. And we're going to continue to do that, I hope. Thank you.
I guess last one of the room over here, huh? Good afternoon. I'm Bill Buckby, state rep for New Milford, best town in the USA. You've heard me say it before. I'll say it again. The only town that has a beautiful Sherman tank restored on the green as well. I did honor. This is my third year in serving on this committee. Proud to be serving on this committee, especially in the name of my father, who was an Air Force veteran stationed in Japan. Let's say he puts at the top of my list for all veterans, but much love for all, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you for everybody that is present here today. But we also have some leaders on Zoom. And I'm going to ask Representative McGee to introduce herself, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm Trinae McGee. I represent the one, the only West Haven. I echo the 116th district. I echo the sentiments of my colleagues, Rep. Boer and Rep. Ferraro. We have a beautiful VA hospital. We have an incredible museum, and I'm just excited to do some great work. I'm excited to be working alongside so many honorable individuals. So let's do some great work.
And I see Senator Flexer. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon. My name is May Flexer. I'm a state senator from the 29th district, which includes Thompson, Putnam, Pomfret, Killingly, Brooklyn, Canterbury, Scotland, Wyndham, and Mansfield. And I'm grateful to have the opportunity to serve on this wonderful committee once again, and grateful to the leaders of this committee. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, you're muted. We can't hear you on Zoom.
How's that? All right. Once again, Representative Nolan from New London, along with Senator Marks, who has also numerous cities that she does.
In the same class?
I would like you to.
See if I can same class.
All right.
Old Saybrook, Lyme, East Lyme, Waterford, New London, Salem, Boswell, Montville. Who won?
Thank you. Next meeting, we will have you and Senator Olson have a competition and see who can do that quicker. So today we're going to talk about concepts to be raised, concepts 1 and 2. The first one, an act concerning military training and occupational licensing. And the second one is an act concerning the National Iwo Jima Memorial. Is there any questions or concerns in regards to these two concepts?
Senator Marks, I'll second.
They've been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Nothing. All right. We shall move on from those. The next bills, proposed bills or resolutions to be drafted as committee bills or resolutions. We have 10. And I will read those off. And if nobody minds, we can do them all as one or individual. I mean, I'm free for either, but I want to at least read them all off so everybody knows what they are. The first one is proposed SB number 59, an act concerning federal veterans benefits and income eligibility determinations for certain public assistance programs. Number 2, SB 633, an act concerning members of the National Guard and motor vehicle emissions testing. Number 3, SB 638, an act concerning a fee waiver at public institutions of higher education for members of the Connecticut National Guard. Number 4, SB 642, an act crediting military training and experience towards certain licenses related to subsurface sewage disposal system. I'm sorry, subsurface sewage disposal systems. Number 5, SB 643, an act concerning municipal option tax relief for veterans. Number 6, HB 5049, an act concerning military family child care services. Number 7, an act concerning veterans and the passport to parks motor vehicle registration fee. Number 8, HB 5510, an act aligning the state and federal definitions of armed forces. Number 9, an act concerning organizations supporting overseas military personnel. And number 10, SJ 12, resolution honoring veterans of the Vietnam War who were exposed to Agent Orange. So those are the 10 bills to be proposed or resolutions to be drafted as committee bills. Are there any questions? Yes, sir. Representative Val.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If I can, a quick statement and then a brief question. I just want everyone to know that by voting for these bills to be raised as committee bills, that doesn't mean you're going to support them later on, or that you do or you don't support them later on, but that you support the idea of moving forward with this and have a public hearing, have debate on it, and then we will again vote on these again to move them out of committee moving forward. So I just want to make that statement. And then a brief question just for clarity, Mr. Chairman, on proposal number 8, would that include the Space Force as well?
Yes, sir. It does include the Space Force as well. And on another note, in that initial bill, there was concern of language being left out that stated or included the Connecticut National Guard. We will be ensuring that the Connecticut National Guard stays in the definition, just so everybody knows.
Thank you.
It's been moved to be voted to draft. Do I have a second?
I'll second it, Mr. Chairman.
1 through 10.
It's 1 through 10. Yes, I'm sorry. So once again, it's been moved to be sent for draft 1 through 10. All those in favor? Opposed? All right, thank you on those. There is a final proposed bill or resolution to be reserved for subject matter public hearing. That is proposed House Bill 6007, an act concerning mental health services for veterans. Can I get a motion on that?
Senator Mark, so moved.
And I'm sorry, is there any questions on that first? Yes, sir. Expound on the actual bill. I can. 1 second, please. Sorry, my bills are out of order. Dallas, do you have the language on your desktop there?
Rep. Delaney has it right here. Send
Rep.
it.
Delaney, can you read that, please?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. An act concerning mental health services for veterans, that the general statutes be amended to expand mental health services for veterans, including financial and other support for treatments such as art therapy, counseling, and performative expression.
Alrighty. And just so everybody knows, we will be still doing an additional meat and potatoes for the bills that were just mentioned to go to draft and or propose for public hearing, just so everybody understands that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oppose?
I know that Senator Marks moved the bill, but you then said that you were going to ask any questions. So I don't know if anybody seconded the bill. So I just want to make sure that we're not coming up against a
You're right.
so
Did anybody want a second?
I will second that bill.
Thank you, Senator, Representative Board. So it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Well, thank you all for being here today.
Next meeting.
Our next meeting, Dallas,
Our next meeting will be on February 2nd at 11:30 a.m.
so that is February 2nd. And what time?
11:30 a.m.
11:30 a.m. And Dallas, how long can we leave the votes open for those that didn't or weren't able to vote?
As long as you like.
So if we can say 3:30,
Votes will be held up until 3:30.
any objections? Okay.
Send them Maroney.
Oh, yeah, zero voice vote. So, all right. Well, that is it. Meeting adjourned. Have a great day.